So you're having trouble sleeping, and it's interesting. I get some of this information from people that I know that are in law enforcement, and then I've actually talked with three of my friends that all say the same thing. One of the things is that they have trouble sleeping, um, or they can't sleep. And I just wanted to share real quickly what I do to help me sleep when the shift is long and there's a lot of stuff that happens. In my experience in life, I came across this when I was getting my hypnosis practitioner certificate, and it was pretty interesting. And then I just took it and kind of expanded on it and went with it a little bit more and learned some more stuff. So there's lots of videos out there you can watch on sleep hypnosis or a self sleep hypnosis, but I want to tell you what works for me so you can try it and then you let me know and we'll see if it works for a broader audience of people. Now, there's a few things we need to talk about first before this, all right? So, a few presets we need to set in place. The first thing is that when you come across a experience in your mind that's negative, you come across something that you don't want to think about, something that you don't want your mind to enter into, because the point is not discovering your better self or discovering how you should have handled a situation. And just be honest, as a law enforcement officer, there's going to be a lot of times you'll get into something or or even just a person in general, you'll get into something that you will know that you could have handled better, and so you'll enter into a lot of self-critical um, ideas. Well, I should have done this better, should have done that. The whole point of that is that's not what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to get you to be able to drift off to a nice, lovely sleep. So, first thing, whenever you come across something in your mind that's negative, or an emotion that's flooding you, or anger, or hatred, swipe up on it. You say, swipe up, I'm not on my phone. That's right, you're not on your phone, but your brain has been so trained by these things, right? It's been so trained that it knows that when you swipe something, it goes away. Think about it like an ad. It's almost like your subconscious is trying to give you an ad and it wants you to pay attention to this thing. And you're like, no, screw you. I'm not listening to you. Swipe up, right? So you're watching a reel, that stupid ad about Japanese craftsmanship course pops up and you're like, I don't care about that. And you swipe it away, right? Although I do care about it. I would love to get into that. But when you're looking at other things, or when you're in your mind, think also of swiping it this way, right? So you have two directions you can go. You can swipe this way or swipe that way. I've literally laid in bed at night trying to go to sleep and have this have this thought pop up. I'm like, oh, and I literally would just lift my hand like that and swipe it away. Even though physically I'm not holding a screen, but consciously in my mind it's creating it, right? And that really helps. So when you come across negative patterns or negative things, negative emotions, negative memories, just swipe them away. All right? They don't matter right now. They're not the important thing right now. The second thing is you need to make sure your room is dark and cold. Most studies recommend it to be about 68 degrees, and that's really freaking cold, especially when it's 104 degrees outside in the state that we live in. So when you swipe it away, second thing is your sorry, I'm going off of memory. When you swipe it away, you're swiping away those negative emotions and stuff. When you're going to sleep, make sure that your room is nice and cold. Make sure it's really dark. So very cold, very dark as you can be. If you have a mask to put on, a blackout mask, that kind of works. But I don't like having things covering my face unless they are cold too, because I'll just sit there and sweat with it on. Okay, so those are all the precursor things to get in place first. All right, so now once you get all of that in place, one of the best things to do that I've found is to do a self hypnosis based on your experience in life, right? Your positive experiences. You don't have all negative experiences. That's a false belief. You might actually think you have negative experiences, but you don't. Okay. all negative experience. You have negative experience. That's not what I'm saying. Sorry, no script, going from memory. You have positive experiences somewhere in your life, right? You have good things in your life. It's impossible to live an entire life without something positive happening to you. So start at your age that you're at and say in your mind, I am that age. Like right now, I'm 47, right? So I know people go, you don't look 47. I know. I know. I get that a lot. I look like Jack Black. Anyway, when you're uh when you're doing your maybe I should have wrote a script. When you're doing this meditation or this visualization, this self-hypnosis, imagine that you're that age, right? So I'd say I'm 47. I go back over, not a complete review. This is an overview, not a review. So I swipe backwards to the next stage. So I'm at 47. Then I go back to 46. And then I think about positive things that happened when I was 46. Think about um, getting hired as a deputy, getting, you know, to a certain point. 40, actually, when I was 46, it was a pretty terrible year. There were some good positive things in there, but all of the overwhelming things are still negative. So get out of that year. Let's go to 45. 45, not bad. I was a school owner. I would think about that. I was a martial arts school owner, finished my hypnosis certification and some of my master coaching certifications, and then swipe back, right? You just keep swiping back. 45. I am 45. I am 44. I am 43. I am 42. Every time you go to a new year, that's what you say. And you're also looking at only positive things because we're not doing a deep dive. This isn't therapy. This is just trying to get you to go to sleep, right? And so start with that and see if you can't just drift off to sleep thinking on those things, thinking on those positive things, and see if you can't have the best sleep you've ever had. And one more last thing, okay? Before you do the meditation, when you're laying in your bed and you're taking that breathing, right? So always start with breath. The most important thing is that you breathe in further than you breathe out. So a deep breath in and then a long breath out. That way, every time you're doing your breath, you're breathing out further than you breathe in, right? So keep that in mind. No matter what your breath is, what seconds you are, doesn't matter as long as you're breathing out further than what you're breathing in. That'll help slow everything down, calm you down, and help get you going. Okay, so keep all of those things in mind. And um, keep in mind also that when you lay down, what helps a lot is telling yourself, I'm going to have the best sleep I've ever had. Don't suggest it, don't ask for it, demand it, state it. State it with authority. I'm going to have the best sleep I've ever had. This is going to be the best nap I've ever taken. Say that to yourself because you're front loading into your subconscious what you want. Okay? And then as you roll through it, as you develop through it, it'll help you get more and more sleep. Okay? All right. So that's all I have for this one. Just a quick 9-minute video. If you have any questions, comment below. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, comment below too. Send me a message on Facebook or on YouTube. Um, I'm trying to be a YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. I'm on all of those, and we're looking for clients. So get a hold of me. Um, what else? I think that's it. I think that's it. So remember also, yeah, don't. This isn't a big review of your life and everything. It's just an overview, and contemplate these things and think about them. All right. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.